Hello and welcome to the Hail Mary Joe 2 TD Scorer Show. I'm your host Jose. We're going to review week number 8 and we're going to move on to week number 9. Like we do every week, we move on. Let's go. Next batch. Week number 8. Now in 2023 there were a total of 8 multi-scores. So this year in 2024 we had 12 by 2 TD scores and 1 by 3. So we did have quite an increase, 5 increased. And we did hit Kyle Pitts for 2 TDs at plus 1800. We had him with a couple of other players that only got 1 out of 2, so we're getting really, really close. Remember, these are not the easiest bets to hit. Some games just don't even have 2 TD scores. Some games have multiples. What can I tell you? They're not hard. They're not easy because they're hard bets, and the odds tell you that they're hard bets to hit. So, in week number 9, there were a total of 6 2 TD scores in 2023, so we're hoping to get a slight increase this year so we can ching some money for us. So I am picking 5 players on ticket number 1. Please note, this is not financial advice. This is strictly what I'm doing and only what I'm doing. I'm not authorized to give you financial advice, but what I am authorized to tell you is that if you do decide to gamble on football or wager on any sports at all, please only gamble what you can afford to lose, okay? So I'm betting 50 cents on the 1s, 50 cents on the 2s, and 25 cents on the 3s on this ticket. So 5 players, ticket number 1. Player number 1 is going to be Tank Dell, who is wide receiver number 1 for the Houston Texans now at 2 TDs at plus 1200. Okay, there's no Stephon Diggs. There's no Nico Collins right now. So, Sauce Gardner is going to be covering him, but Sauce Gardner hasn't been playing the way that he should be playing, or what we expect. Then again, who on the Jets have been playing the way that we've been expecting them to play? I mean, they were Super Bowl contender that's just turned into garbage, right? So, we're going to go with Tank Dell, okay? At year to date, he's 24 of 38 for 229 yards and 2 TDs. He's got 6 carries for 30 yards, and he's missed a couple of games. So you know what? He's going to have some great opportunity. He's going to get the 1 looks. He's going to get the 1 reads. He's going to get the 1 opportunities in this game, and I like his chances, okay? Player number 2 on ticket number 1 is going to be David Njoku for Cleveland, 2 TDs at plus 1600. Now, David Njoku's only played 5 out of 8 games. Think about it. He is, year-to-date, 25 of 36, 226 yards and 2 TDs. He's tied for the most TDs on that team. Think about it. He's missed 3 games. Right now, they're not a great scoring team, but they have a QB now that's at least going to give them an opportunity to put some points up on the board. Okay? QB Winston. Okay? What can I tell you? Gotta love him. He loves to throw the ball, and he is going to play to win. Not like Deshaun Watson, who was playing to cash a paycheck. That's it, right? So that's what I get for that. In my opinion, I tell you, he's going to have a great opportunity this week to get us a couple of TDs. So player number 4 on ticket number 1 is going to be Jacoby Myers for Las Vegas Raiders, 2 TDs at plus 2,000. Year to date, he's 31 of 43 for 325 yards. Okay, he leads the team in receiving TDs, 2. Right? I mean, he's played 6 of 8 games. He's like the go-to guy, just like I mentioned about David Njoku earlier. The go-to guy who's missed 3 games, but yet, is leading in stats on that team. Jacoby Myers is in the same situation for his team. Yes, Brock Bowers probably has more catches and more targets, but he's got 0 TDs, so who are you going to go with? I'm going with the guy that's at least who's been in the end zone this year, and that's Jacoby Myers. Last person I have on ticket number 1, so player number 5, ticket number 1 is going to be DeAndre Hopkins for 2 TDs at Kansas City at plus 1,000. Remember, if you can get a wide receiver 1 at plus 1,000 or more, it's really hard to say no to these bets. It really is. It's his second week in KC, his second week practicing with Patrick Mahomes, and he's probably one of the best jump ball, 50-50 ball receivers in NFL history. So, I mean, He's going to get some looks. Last week he was 2 for 3 for 29 yards and 0 TDs. Well, I can assure you he's going to get at least 3 possible 4 red zone, if not more, touchdown throws to him in the end zone, because you know what? He's such a great receiver for 50-50 balls, just jump balls. He's going to get at least 50% of them, if not more, which means if he's get 4 chances in one game, that's 2 touchdowns. That's plus 1,000 for us. So listen, please, remember, this is not financial advice. This is strictly what I'm doing and only what I'm doing. I'm not authorized to do that. If you do decide to gamble on football or anything, please only gamble what you can afford to lose. And here we go. We're going to review ticket number 1. You ready? So the first player I have is Tank Dell for Houston. 2 TDs at plus 1,200. Then I have him parlayed with Darnell Mooney for Atlanta. 2 TDs plus 1,100. I have him parlayed with David Njoku for Cleveland. 2 TDs at plus 1,600. I had them parlayed with Jacoby Myers for Las Vegas Raiders. 2 TDs at plus 2,000. And DeAndre Hopkins for Kansas City at plus 1,000 for 2 TDs. Please enjoy the games. I'll be back before Sunday's matchup with tickets number 2 and tickets number 3. Have fun, enjoy the games, and I'll see you then.